cry, fall upon my knee, find a way to lie, but a home I'll never see. It may sound absurd, but don't be naive. Even heroes have the right to bleed, and it's not easy. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a Veve OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If not, welcome back. I love y'all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. And before we get started, everyone check out at Hey David Donna, at King Mavs Forever over on the Twitter. Stand up chart King Mavs over on the Veve app, ChaviCat5 as well. Kobe Collection, OMI Player 1 on the YouTube, Raythax.eth all over on the anywhere you want to search domain names. You got Powers of X #1 over there. You got Kobe Collects down here, Kyle Wilson, Wendy Sabalas, Golden Assets, Puddin' Chicks, Viva Las Vegas, Tap Trades, Mars Davis, Legacy Bermuda, Sony Pop Media, The Gale, Charles Merkel, Veve Darklink, and Veve Vibes, all on the YouTube. You got at Wet Wizard Veve and Gary O at 1234CA3 on Twitter, DerekBrad.com/pages/Veve-photography, and WoundedWarriorProject.org. So, shall we get the spread? Let's shall. There is a couple of things that I did want to go over. Oh, let me fix pants there. As far as, well, before I get to the what I think is undervalued right now, which spoiler alert is a lot of it, there is a announcement that we had from Disney, not necessarily Veve related, but I think it will have. I think we will be able to receive our just desserts, our benefits from this announcement. So in like another week or so, Netflix will cease to be running Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, like all the Defenders and Punisher as well, and that's going to be going over to Disney Plus. So all of those shows ended about 2 years ago, 2+ years ago, and they have this what's called cooling off agreement with Disney, where they can go and Disney was not allowed to make anything with them for like 2 years. That ended a little while ago. Notice that they had, spoiler alert, that they did have Charlie Cox in the Spider-Man movie, and it's just like, they also had Kingpin in the Wilson Fisk. They had him in the Hawkeye Disney Plus. So I do think a lot of these characters can be coming to Veve, because now that Disney has the utmost control of them, now that they have some really good streaming services. Also be advised though, if you are in the US or the UK, I don't think Daredevil and Punisher will be able to be streamed in there. But anywhere outside of that, you will have a adult part of Disney Plus where they have all like the really R-rated stuff that Disney property has. Like Daredevil would fall under that, and you would have Punisher that would fall under that as well. Like Punisher, like the only reason that they referenced that we know that Punisher was really connected to the rest of the Defenders was that obviously because he was in Daredevil Season 2, and because Karen Page did wind up in the Punisher series. But outside of that, like, they made no references to the event or the disaster that had happened. Where I remember me and my friends watching the Punishers. I think it was Daredevil, and they were talking about like, oh, remember like the event that had happened. And they were I was like, okay, it's New York. A lot of crazy stuff has happened. I was thinking they were referencing 9/11. But then I was like, wait a minute. The event that happened was actually the Avengers in 2012. So they are in the Avengers universe. And like I said, Charlie Cox, Daredevil, Matt Murdock was in Spider-Man. So they are going to Disney Plus. I do think that means we will get some Veve stuff, just because it's a perfect way to celebrate. So that's just my opinion on that. I'm going to go on to this. Oh, also, in case you missed my video this morning, a lot of really bullish stuff. Bitcoin, so crypto in general, I'm really, really bullish on. Bitcoin has a really good support line above $40,000. You see nothing but these positive articles coming out, whether it's Ethereum, Cardano, Bitcoin, even stuff on XRP, which I'm not 100% bullish on XRP long term, but I support XRP and Ripple, because that's what you need to do. We need to rally around each other as we go and fight the good fight against the man. So everyone, please like this video. That is a free way to support the channel. I'd be thoroughly excited if we did that. Oh, another thing before I get into the Veve stuff, we had I posted it actually on my what do you call it, YouTube before, but earlier this afternoon, like 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, whatever it was, early this afternoon, we had a $14.8 million, million OMI buy order. It was like 70 something thousand dollars at that point, just for one buy order. Now, did that actually do anything for the price? Not 100%, because if we go and look at it, we did have a little bit of a green candle. I do believe that order was filled. But again, and that was just one person. So we did have a couple of green candles. Where was that? That was 8 o'clock this morning. 8:30. All right. Oh, no, that was in the afternoon. That was 06:30. Oh, and this Greenwich Mean Time. This is so stupid. I don't know why that's doing that. 22nd. I honestly, I can't tell where it is right now. Oh, here we go. I'm reading this wrong. That is my apologies. So we are on March 2nd right now. 2, 3. I can't read exactly where this was. It's being a little dumb right now. Or actually, maybe I could go on the CoinGecko and find that out. And see exactly how much volume we have. Not a lot, 2.7 million over the last 24 hours. So despite that one pretty good green candle that we had, this is not a good day for volume for this. But if you go over to the markets, all of these are pretty similar. AscendX has 0.0042, and the highest one is Gate.io at 0.0044. So difference of 1/10 of 1 penny. Also, Ascendex had this thing where you could buy it like half off today, OMI, up to a certain amount, and you had to do something else. I forget what you had to do. It was really outrageous and crazy, and that's why I don't think anyone covered it. But you did have that option today. You did have to go through a bunch of hoops to do that, though. So some things that I do find on the app, I was looking pretty much any of the Marvel stuff: Storm, Black Panther, Deadpool, and then one of the bigger things that I saw was just it was not Marvel. It happened to be Steamboat Willie, where I had a deal fall through today. Not mine. I was just escrow for this deal, but it was for the Mickey Mouse thing. Actually, I can go to it right here. I can go to it on my, because I have one. Somebody was paying a certain amount of money for, and it was for an ultra rare, and it was actually a pretty good deal. Like this person would have gotten, normally you have to take off like what, 40%, give or take. So if something's like $1,000, you got to give them $600 for it. And this person was about to take a, can't see it. Has anyone else having issues with the app lately? I've been having some issues with the app lately, where as far as it doesn't want to, load certain things. But if I go to the Mickey Mouse NFT collection, we go to the all together now. Here we go. Yeah, so $3,500, and they were going to get $3,000 for this. So it's something that's $3,500, and they were going to get $3,000 for this. That's not even a 20% hit that they're taking, and they said no. So you have at least this one deal. It was small, a couple $1,000s, not a huge thing. But you had somebody that was only going to take off less than 20%, not the 40% that a lot of us have had, and the guy said no. Like, no, I'm going to keep my all together now, because the prices have been so high before. Now, this was a little bit lower at some point. It has gone up a little bit, but obviously not to where it was. This is like $10,000 at one point. I mean, if it were me, I don't know. It's hard to say. I do believe that a lot of these collectibles will go up before OMI. Like, I believe pretty much anything on here, especially a lot of the designer con stuff. That stuff, because that's independent artists, like that Matt Gone deck thing that we're having. I guarantee you, because he's partnered with Coinbase and he's partnered with us, that it would be a smooth, easy transition to be able to buy his stuff on Veve and be able to go and sell it on Coinbase. Just my opinion here. I'm just trying to connect these dots. These dots are out here and nobody's connecting them. Again, somebody else may or may not have made that connection. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. I did see Cavell Anderson's, not his most recent video, but the one he made yesterday, talking about how we could burn through like most of the reserve wallet like this year. And I was like, oh my God, that's like absolutely insane. And he laid out a scenario in which it could happen. I was like, when you need like a pump, when you need to feel like good about your investment, watch some Cavell stuff. But yeah, that's how bullish some people are on these things. That they don't want to take even 20% off anymore. Like, nope, it's not worth it. I'm going to keep my collectibles. Like, wow. All right, didn't expect that. Also, be advised, guys, if you do ask me for an escrow, up to $10,000, it is one alligator Loki for escrow fee. I will say that, and from now on, that is non-refundable. Just because if somebody messages me, and then I go and find it, like, okay, it set up a group chat, and then, it costs time, and then it's like, oh, somebody backs out. It's like, okay, well, but I did give that one back today because I didn't reiterate that in the beginning. But yeah, those are going to be non-refundable. So the altogether nows, the Disney, anything that is really, really, really big brand, even like the Mickey Mouse and Friends of lenticular cards, I'm so bullish on these. I told y'all I have a second Mickey Mouse card that I got. Now these are all very, very low at like $385, and that's for Mickey. I think the Goofy went back up to 1,800. Very good. He was so low at one point. It was like 1,400. I paid like 3,100 for him. He has been up to like 4,100. So obviously I'm not selling any of these here. I will at some point. I got a huge tax bill that I'm going to pay. Be advised, if you go and you want to pay some bills with OMI and you have Go OMI, you can still go to Bit4X and you can send Go OMI to Bit4X, and they can be able to go and switch that over for you. But just do like 1 million at a time. If you do anything more than that, it takes like forever. I sent 16 million OMI yesterday. I sent more than that. I sent like 18, 19 million. And I got back a few million already, but it takes the larger orders that you try to convert over, it takes a longer time, and it costs OMI to do that because you have to pay some gas fees. So I decided to do one trust wallet and convert that over to OMI, and I'll let you know what happens with the next ones. Moving on. Actually, let's go to the comments here. We got Gary O. Say, let's go. Big OMI order, you say? Yes, it was. Was that you, Gary O? Was that you? Did you do it? Let me know. Ryan Domani says, Randy, I'm so heckin' bullish, man. From Cavell's videos to yours to Dan Lee to Reese comments on the AMA. Just thinking about being $1 and being a millionaire. Cannot get it through my head. It'll happen. Oh, water's so good. So it'll happen, especially people that are loading up now at 0.00. Like, this is around the same price that we were, it's like last year, like right after we announced Marvel. This is what the prices was. So this is incredible. So people that are loading up here, this could double, and it would still be not all-time high, but like the highest this has been in like 10 months was 0.008. Maybe even 11 months was 0.008, 84 or 85 or something. So this could double, and it would still only have reached that particular resistance level, which we've reached that like 3 or 4 times already. The next time we will break out of that will be when we get exchanges. I'm thinking sometime in April. Hopefully, we shall see. I'll keep you all posted. And again, if you didn't watch my video this morning, it does go over a little bit of MTL, a little bit of the other stuff. But if you have 1 million OMI, you'll be a millionaire this decade. Probably in a few years, say 2024 to 2026. Because again, $1 by 2024 is reasonable. The longer we stay down here, though, like if something terrible happens and we don't get exchanges to September, you know how much freaking OMI we're gonna burn? It's gonna be insane. It's gonna be ridiculous. It's gonna be on rockets to the moon. The short-term pain, long-term gain. The longer we stay down here, the shorter we have to wait until we get to $1. It's like, remember that episode of Full House when they're talking, like the grown-ups are like talking to Michelle, and they're like, hey, the sooner you go to sleep, the sooner that you can wake up and the presents will be here tomorrow. It's like Christmas Eve. The longer we stay down here, around these levels, or even anything under a penny, the more that we burn, the closer that we get to that dollar. Even the $10 OMI. Those long-term futures, those markets, those price predictions that both me and Cavell have. Cavell was first. Cavell made that prediction first. I did not see it until a couple months ago. But those predictions, those don't happen in 15 years from now. Those happen 10 years from now. Those don't happen to like 2035. Happens at 2030. You know, maybe even sooner. So like I said, I'm very, very bullish on this, and yeah, millionaires will be made. I mean, they've already been made. Ryan Domendi says, all I want to do is see you turn into a Super Saiyan. Sorry, it's not even a Dragon Ball Z reference. It is a Team 4-Star reference, which they make the little things on. Anyway, moving on. All I want to do is put everything I have into it. Hell, I finally was able to get Elsa, and it was the happiest ever because I never thought I'd be able to get another one after selling my first one. Now I just want to sell that one for Omi as well. Only reason why I really don't is because I know she's worth way more and what she's at. So not even being able to get 500,000 Omi sucks. But I'm thinking I want a minimum of 5 million Omi. I'm at 3.2. That entire thing was one run-on sentence, but I loved it. I loved every second of that. That was great. So yeah, long term I expect Omi to outpace pretty much everything, but short term, yeah, I'm not selling any of these things right now. Like I have sold stuff in the past. I've sold, my Todd Batman. I've sold my Secret Rare Spider-Man, my Ultra Rare Spider-Man. That was a sub 100 Ultra Rare Spider-Man. That was a special Spider-Man. I still have a Riso. I still have that. Actually, what is the Fantastic Four #1 worth? Dan Shaw-Bell once said that Marvel Comics #1 is the king and Fantastic Four #1 is the queen. I was like, oh, it's adorable. So adorbs. Where is it? Where is it? Who are you? Okay, no, that's Fantastic Four #5, but let's take a look at what #5's at. $6,900. Nice. Everyone comment nice down below for the 69. I am unsure why I am not. Okay, there we go. Fantastic Four #1. See what it's at. It is at $10,400. Oh my god, that hurts deep. I'm definitely not selling that right now. Why? Because that is. That's actually I bought 2 of these. One I bought at like $4,000 give or take. Sold that one. The other one I bought at $12,900. Did not sell that one. So definitely not selling this here. But be advised that even if I did sell this here, I'd have to sell it for like $7,000. Not doing that. I would not sell this for less than I paid for it, which would mean that currently it would have to go to like $15,000, $16,000. Which this has been at like $23,000 before. If you want one, this is the time to get it, in my opinion. The time not to get it is when it's at all-time high. Now, will that break through that? Yes, of course, at some point. Hell, this is very close to going under 5 figures, and if it does that, you could be in a very good position to get this. I don't know if this ever should, but it very well could. Like, again, any of these can get cut in half in a time. Tales of Suspense #57, 684. That has been over 1,000 at one point. Again, a lot of these really, really good times. What was I saying? I forget. Oh yeah, so when I do have to pay taxes, if I sold all my NFTs, I'd still have to pay. Not including the Lokis, I'll not sell those. But including all of my NFTs, even if I sold all those, I'd still have to sell some Omi. So April's going to be a bit of a hit. I'll keep you all posted on that. TV Man says, let's go, let's get this bread. So yeah, short term, if you have these, I would not sell right now. I would maybe sell, I don't know, because just because we get exchanges does not mean we'll get Omi to NFT. I don't believe we'd get Omi to NFT until third quarter, and we're still in Q1 right now. So, the exchanges, even though in the AMA they didn't talk about it, well, that's because they can't. Like, the exchanges have to be the ones to go and say, oh, hey, we're here. We're about to do a listing, and then Veve can do that afterwards. But yeah, just because they don't talk about it doesn't mean it's not happening. Travas Gregory says, let's get that bread. Maxwell Cook with those shiny, was it 5 peppers? Nice. Gabrielle Druin says, ultra rare Aston Martin going for less than Killer Croc statue. I have to swap. What do you think? I would rather have a vehicle. So yes, you're right. Let's take a look at the drop here. So 475. So the Croc statue, I wanted that because it has it's just a crocodile and I have a bunch of alligators. So Yeah, I'd rather have a vehicle than a statue. I mean, there's the Homer and Bart Simpson one. That's a battle statue. They're choking each other. Um, the statue is cool. I want it just so I could surround it with other with other gators, with other Lokis, other reptiles, and I think that'd be a fun thing to do with it. But investment wise, like I didn't get it when it was at 800. I didn't get it at 1,000, 1,500, 2,000. I was like, oh, you should have got it. Nope. Why? Because it's like $600 right now. Well, I don't know what it's at, but you know what I mean. We got a super chat coming from Akomi Skywalker with those diamond hands. Get those diamond hands. Yeah, I'm not going to sell these for a while. But let's take a look at what that battle statue is. Again, I don't have one. Oh, 540. Yeah, this is why I didn't get it at 800. Why I was not complaining all the way up. 1,500, 2,000. Y'all are insane. Now, I didn't think it would drop back down to here. This is nuts. I thought it would go back down to 1,000, maybe, you know, but yeah, this is, oh lordy. And there's a couple people like Joseph26, like Brown Boy 04. Who's Brown Boy 04? That's amazing. But there's some people here with multiple listings. The guy with the name Pokemon. Oh my god, that's so cool. And his account is private. How dare you? He's got multiple listings. Got Billy Dr. T Main has multiple listings. So there's a bunch of people that bought a bunch of these, and now that it's gone back down, they can't get them off. So moving on here. Yeah, I would definitely rather get the Aston Martin. I would definitely get that. Lord of the Realms says, at Ryan Domaney, I pulled out my 401k last week to buy another $2 million. That's how bullish I am, sitting on 3.8 million. And again, the person, I don't know if it's a guy or girl, but the person that spent, that bought 14.8 million OMI, that was like, it's like 60 something thousand dollars. If that's $69,000, that would be the greatest nice ever. But yeah, that's a lot of money. Like, that's not just a random, yeah, I'll throw a couple $100 at it. Yeah, I'll throw $1,000 at it. That is somebody's salary for the year, and they just went and absolutely just destroyed it. Like, yeah, I'm gonna bet all this on OMI. Again, when you had, I'll get to that super chat in a second. When you had late last year, it was early this year. It was a couple months ago, where our favorite bread cat, Brock McBlockchain, said, yeah, I spent another $200,000 on OMI. And a lot of people, because he kind of had ties to like the team, they're like, does he know something? Why didn't you put $200,000 worth into OMI before? The dude's already got like 1 billion OMI. And you know what his response was? Like, because I didn't have $200,000 a few months ago, but now I do, and he put it in. And that dude, he's not dumb. You know, he got in early in this, and he's CEO of the Fishes. Like, the dude is successful. So to put that much into OMI and not any of his own products or projects, I would imagine that it's because, and again, this guy got OMI at 0.0000, 4 zeros, and he's buying again at 2 zeros. So things are coming, people. Super chat from Aldous Havley saying, hashtag not selling. What up, RN fam? Hope you're good. I'm doing really well. I'm very, very excited with this. For a while, I was stressed. Brandy Basil has the poopy butt today. I'm glad you're here first. So yeah, I for a while I was stressing. I was stressing about this tax bill, and even up to like before, like it's gonna be $100,000 tax bill. It's not pretty. I straight up not having a good time. But if I can get it to where, okay, instead of paying $100,000, in one fell swoop, let's say I pay $120,000. I know 20% interest rate, but let's say I do it over a year, and instead of paying $100,000 at one swoop, I only pay $30,000, every quarter. Okay, well, I can do that. I could sell a RISO, I could sell that Fantastic Four #1, and hopefully by the time that I have to pay this in April, they move up a little bit. And that can take care of that. I can keep the rest of my stuff. And then if I do have to sell more, I don't have a lot. I'm not gonna lie, but that just gives us time to get on exchanges. So, like I said, I'm very, very happy. Worst case scenario, is that I go and I suddenly only have I have no MPs, but I have like 120. At the end of the day, I'll still have over 100 million OMI. I will never sell. Not that I won't ever sell, but not for diamond hands all the way. And there's a lot of people that they're not just hodling, they're buying. And they're buying in because they know what's coming. They might be a little bit early, but they can smell which way, like Wraithax down here. Wraithax, a $10 super chat, saying, quote, I'm putting profits from Earth 2 into OMI. Oh, love the cyclical way we can grow our platform in crypto, end quote. Wraithax is probably one of the smartest mother flappers I've ever met. And we've technically never met yet. And why I know this is because, I mean, in order to have the amount of money that he had to put into Earth 2, which is not just like, oh yeah, put like a couple $1,000s. No, put in like well into the 5 figures, maybe even 6 figures. I don't know. Put in a lot of money into Axie's Infinity, like early, and wound up making a fudge ton of money there. Wraithax did a lot of stuff where in Earth 2 you get these things called jewels. Now, when I was being not an idiot, I was being a little overzealous, and I was buying everything, all these jewels. Wraithax was selling. I was like, yo, why are you selling? He's like, trust me, it's going to be a dip. And there was. Jewels were being, you could buy jewels for like 7 cents at one point. And I was still buying. I was buying everything. I never sold. And that's where Wraithax like, yeah, I'll buy now. So he buys in, and what do jewels do? They like 5x in like a week after they have these couple of crazy announcements. They're only at like 24, 26 cents right now, give or take. But the dude's got so much essence. The dude, I'm pretty sure is a millionaire already. If he's not, he will be later this year. So when people like Wraithax are, look at what people are doing during that down huge dip. Look at people with money like Elon Musk, Michael Saylor. A lot of these people were buying that dip. Why? Because that's what you do. That's how you make money. You don't like, and again, not financial advice, but you don't just hodl. You buy more. You acquire more. Now, unfortunately, I've gone all in. I do, like I said, I did reach that 130 mark, and I actually got another like 100-something thousand OMI the other day. Y'all saw me buy that. It cost me a couple $100, but I got it. So it's like a 130.1 million. Will I get to 131? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But like I said, I'm very bullish on this. You could tell by, like, I'm sure Mr. Pags did not sell his OMI. I'm sure he's not. I'm sure he's minimum hodling, if not acquiring more. I don't know. I'll have him on again at some point. But let me get back to these comments that I was at. Wow, Lord of the Realm, you're getting it in. 3.8 million OMI. That will pay out so much big dividends in the future. Maxwell Cook says, how about that supply on the Ecto Ultra Rare? What is the supply on the Ecto Ultra Rare? Let's find out. Let's get this bread. I got, no, those are the DeLoreans. Where are these Ecto ones? Okay, is it Ultra Rare, correct? The interactive. Why don't I have a market on here? This is so weird. I don't have a market. All right, so it's $475 for the floor price. There's only 64 of them. Now there's 4,444. So 10. So this. Okay, so less than 2% of them are out there. Because 1% of the supply would be 40. Let's say 45. 2% would be 90. And so there's literally like 1.5%. Wow, that's not a lot at all. That is not a lot. And they're at, what did I even pay for that? Huh, I paid $203 and it is $475. Anyway, so $475 and there's not a lot. You know, if you buy 10 of these, let's say you spend $5,000 and then you increase it to $544, somebody sends $6,000, increase that to $659. So you know, $11,000, you increase it, you know, almost $200 the floor price. Really good. That's really good. And then you take away 20 of them, there's only 44 left. Let's take a look at some of these sub 100s here, if there are any. $3,000 for the number 65. I don't think that's worth it, because that's, okay, what is 475? What would that be times 8? That'd be about 3,800. No. So under 7. Yeah, no, it's still probably not worth it. But that's the cheapest out there. The next cheapest one is number 92 at $8,500. So, yeah. We got a super chat coming in from Abdelhamad Sadiq saying, "Are you worried about these collectibles being diluted when more things come out?" Example, Disney cards, like more Disney statues and 2099, more rare Mighty Marvels. No, because there's only going to be, like, this is the first appearance of cards. Those are the first appearance of cards, like, with music. Like, we've certainly had sound. We've had sound on them before, on many of these, movement and sound. But this has movement. This has sound, like actual music. That has their signatures on the back. There's a lot of layers to these cards. They are first editions technically, but this is the first time you see all of them, with the exception of Mickey. Well, technically it is, because the partners, it's really just called partner statue, and then you have the Steamboat Willie. So this was the first one of Mickey Mouse. But yeah, these are technically their first editions, but they're also the first time you see them on the app, with the exception of Mickey. First time you see all of them. So the more that come, the more special that first one is. Disney statues, no, people will just buy, like, again, the reason why I'm not freaking out is because you have so many people on the Disney, on like the Disney train, that don't know about this yet. Disney doesn't know. I don't know. Again, as Steph Celentano and Justin Pierce tell you, these are not advertised in the parks. They're not advertised on Facebook yet. Like, nobody in the Disney fam, like I was just texting my friend Thomas before. His family's all about Disney. Like, they will be they'll go to that park as soon as it opens and leave. They won't leave until it closes, getting their money's worth. They have Disney sweatshirts. They have Disney Christmas trees. They have Disney everything. They don't know about this stuff. People waiting online, like physically online, for how many hours to get a golden popcorn bucket so they could flip it for $60? We could do that in our bathrobes on the toilet. Just be like, oh, yep, like just with our thumbs in 2 seconds. It's insane. So what people at Disney are doing that just so they could flip it for $60, and other people that are just like, yeah, I'll pay it. This is not. And again, that's physical stuff. There's a finite amount of space in your house. I don't care where you live. Eventually, that house will get filled up with stuff. I was talking, like, Philip Kaplan, Dr. Philip Kaplan, I was talking to yesterday. He's got a really cool hobby of buying these little, like, I forget what they're called, these little things, and he paints them, and he puts them in a room. They're little figurines, and it's relaxing, and they just, you can only do that so long. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna have to go and get a new room for this, and you can only do that for so long. But with these NFTs, that this is a collector's wet dream here. Why? Because I don't. When I had to go and store my Pokemon cards, I had to get, like, giant shoe boxes. I had to make sure that, like, there's so much stress in worrying. Like, God forbid you get robbed. God forbid there's a flood. God, like Massapequa, I'm right on the water here. God forbid there's so much stuff that can happen. And with digital, it doesn't matter. Like, your phone can get destroyed. Your phone can get stolen. Your phone can go, like, it could be tossed. Like, the Terminator can go and put it in the lava with him. Can destroy himself with the phone. And you could just go onto another Android or another Apple phone, and you could put in your logins, and all your stuff is there. This is just so heckin' disruptive. And I think the more that comes, the more special the first iterations are. And with the Marvel Mighties, assuming that they're gamified, which they might not be, if they're not gamified, you're probably going to see a little bit of a dip there. But again, I like them; they're cool. And why I think they are gamified? Like, why would you waste a first appearance on all of the Fantastic Four and Doctor Doom? Why would you waste first appearances on Captain America? Why would you waste first appearances on a lot of those guys? Probably because that means something. Again, David Yu is a collector. He knows. And, what does he know? Well, he knows that people would feel some certain type of way about giving a first appearance to Marvel Mighties. I'm just trying to put pieces together here. Now, maybe the dots I'm connecting aren't there. Maybe, oh no, that's a smudge. Oh no, that's like a squash bug. And maybe those aren't real dots. But I think they are. Moving on, we got a super chat from Me Home saying, Randy, does Dashie cosplay stream? Red Dashie's always got a hat. I can even switch it. Actually, that hat probably no longer fits me, but we shall check. Rex, this hat no longer fits me, but be here. Dashi can't see right now. I'm gonna have to. There we go. A little bit better. Now you can see Dashi's diamond eyes. Swarovski diamond eyes. Okay, yeah, this is not. You know what? This is the way it is. So me home. Thank you. Thank you for that. Where was I here? Oh, actually, before I get to. Oh yeah, no, I did answer those. Travas Grigori says, first question, how much do you think OMI will realistically burn this year? Oh, okay. All right, this is what we're doing. All right, let me fix over the pants here. Yes, I do have kitty underwear on. It's not underwear, it's space cat leggings. They're just... Look at the tacos! All right, sorry. Let's take a look at our good friend Puddin' Cheeks and his chart here. Let's see what we're doing. And the reason why I really love this and why a lot of these are still burning a lot is because not a lot of money has to be spent to be burned now, because we're literally at like half of what we were. Again, not at all-time high, but all-time high for the last, 8 months, 10 months, whatever. So today, not a ton, not even $500,000 has gone in. Even yesterday, I made a point in the video this morning. Yesterday, on 1 March, it was the first time in about 2 months. I think December 13th was the last time that we had put less than $600,000 into the app. So, assuming, and this is the last 4 days, on average, the last 4 days that we've had less than $1 million go in. The last time we had that 1, 2, 3, 4, actually 5. There was in February we had a string of 5 days where we did not have $1 million go into the app, and the last time that happened, where we had a string of 5 days where $1 million didn't go into the app, actually, it's a long time ago. It is a long time ago, because a lot of these are just 3 and 4. All right, here we go. The last time we had 5 or more days where we had less than $1 million go into the app was October. So you could make the argument that some of these things are slowing down, but again, it's not like these things are losing money. There's hundreds of thousands of dollars are still going into the app each day, and you have a lot of these gems being spent. So with that, yesterday we still did have there's only 37 million OMI burn yesterday. Oh, did we not have a drop yesterday? Maybe that's why. We did have 78 million OMI burn today, as far as purchase collecting. Gem purchase reserve OMI, we still going from the vault to the reserve wallet, we still had 100 million OMI switch. And then the actual going into the burn wallet, we only had 37 million yesterday, but we had 78 million so far today. A lot more went in, I think, just because of the comic book. But yeah, if you take a look at these, there hasn't been a day in... I'm gonna say. Oh, here we go. December 6th, which I think we had a really a big price on December 6th. Only 94 million OMI was switched from the vault to the reserve wallet. That was the last time we had that number, because even today, with only $466,000 of money going into the app, we still had 105 million OMI burn, because the price is so low. So if let's go with this. Let's say if we didn't, let's see here, 100. I don't know. We have 9 months left. So what is January, February? All right. So actually 10 months left. Hang on, guys. Bro, Stevie. There you go.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Nick. I had not paid the rent yet, so that was the rent. It's not that I was like late or anything. It was always here, like that. He always just knocks on my door. So, let's say that we have let's just say 300 days left. It's 300. That doesn't make sense. All right, so let's say a day like today, 78 million OMI burn, and again we still have a couple hours left, but let's say 78 million. 123 times 300. We would burn over 23 billion OMI by through the end of this year. That's so much. And that's with only, God, that's insane. That is with only $347,000 going, like, actually buying from the store. So that is nothing. Um, Compared to what we've had in the past. Like, we've had days where we've had hundreds of millions of OMI, and we will have that again. At one of those big things. Like on Saturday, I don't know exactly what the thing will be with Matt Gondek, how much we'll have, how much that'll be. But realistically, to your question, where was this? Yeah, to your question, Travas Gregory, we could burn another 23 billion OMI. We've burned so far 32 billion. We burned 32 billion OMI in total. So we could take, what is that? We could burn like 66% of that, 69%. That'd be great. Again, through the end of this year, and that's just on a day like today, where just a comic happened, nothing crazy. At some point, we will have comic drops every single day. Not even comic drop. We'll have a normal drop every single day. We'll have drops multiple times a day. But that's if the price stays down here. Price is probably not going to stay down here. Price will probably increase in... Now, let's say if it does. Let's say it stays at just at below half a penny. And we increase this to... Because again, we only have 2.2 million monthly active users. Let's say we only double. Only. But we are doing about 28,000 times 7. Let's say we have about 200,000 people that go on the app each week. And let's say we only have 40 weeks left. We have more, but let's say 40 times 40. That is another 8 million people. So let's say on average, again, being conservative, going down, we have 10 million people on the app. And let's say we 4x where we are from right now. It's a lot more than 4xing. It's almost 5xing. But let's say we have 4xing of where we are right now. Towards the end of the year, let's say the last 3 months, let's say 78 million times 4, 312 million. Oh my God, that's insane. And we multiply that by 90 for the last quarter. That's 28 billion OMI that we would burn just in the last quarter. And, again, what happened when we had a lot of these big days? 398 million, 736 million, 317 million, 438 million. There's a ton of money going into this app on days when we have big things. So a lot of these are very, very conservative. So I would say realistically, because again, the short version of the super conservative was burning another 23 billion OMI. But I think by the last quarter, we burned 28 billion OMI just in the last quarter. And this is without the Veveverse. And this is without OMI to NFT, giving OMI to... But that's what we burn if OMI stays the same price. OMI, I don't care how long we have to wait. We are going to get on exchanges, and that is going to be... We could burn 50 million OMI this year. Because let's say we burn 23 billion from now through September, then October, November, December. So we could probably burn 50 more billion OMI this year, which will bring us over to... where is the total burn here? That would bring us to over 80 billion OMI burned. That's if the price stayed the same way it is, and which it won't. But even if we get exchanges, let's say it's like Bitmore, let's say it's crappy exchanges, for the first couple months, and we start in April, and let's say we don't get any good exchanges until, let's say Coinbase. Let's say if we're partnered with Coinbase, and they say, hey, we want to test these waters out. We'll sell your NFTs on our Coinbase NFT, but we won't list the token yet, for reasons. And let's say we don't get Coinbase until like summer. Let's say we get a bunch of crappy ones first, and Coinbase wants to be like, you know what, I want to test these waters, which would be really stupid. If I'm Coinbase, I want to get that on me as soon as possible because I want that money. I don't care what exchange I am. My listing would be waived. My listing fee would be waived. But let's say there's like, we're Coinbase and we have all the power, and let's say they have a guy that's bad at their job, and they want OMI to pay that $1 million fee. Fair point. I would say, so starting April, May, let's say we don't get like a good exchange until June. That gives us another March, April, May. That gives us another 3 months, almost a full quarter of being able to go and get a lot of these good burns at. Because again, just because we have some exchanges, they could be like OKEX, where we got listed and we bumped like that much. And again, as long as they're selling out their NFTs, which they always do, they don't need to market. And if they're not marketing the app, they're definitely not marketing the coin. The exchanges can market for us. Now, other exchanges will market for us. We don't have to do anything with that. But, and I'm sorry, there's a really long-winded response to this, and I will get to everyone's question. As long as the battery holds out, as long as my bladder holds out. It's cold, so I'm wearing some tight pants, squeezing on the bladder. You know, best case scenario, maybe we don't get this until June. You know, we don't get good exchanges until June. But even if so, if we don't have OMI to NFT, and we don't get that until, let's say, September, there's a decent chance that we, even with decent exchanges, we might not moon. But again, a lot of these coins that do moon, they don't have any utility at all. And they still moon just because a lot of them are meme coins. So anyway, let's go back here. Where am I? Daniel Marquez says, hey, what's going on, Daniel? Lord of the Realms says, hey, Randy and Dashy, great day to buy more OMI. Well, every day is a good day to buy. Ha, 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 ha. Lord of the Realm, you crazy. You crazy. OMI Player 1 says, thanks for the reminder, Disney Marvel announcement. No problem. No problem, fam. I've had nothing to drink today but water and egg whites. Now, I've had some bread and some peanut butter, but moving on. What's up, Ginferno? I hope you're doing well. Daniel Marquez's comment, I have 3-digit resale if anyone interested in trading for OMI. Nice. Dag Max says, $500 2-year invest crypto or Veve NFT. Or another NFT, I guess. I wouldn't, I don't think I would do any other NFT. I mean, if it's specifically for investing and you wanted to do specifically NFTs, I'd say, yeah, go to Veve. Although I did just get a broken crayon NFT, and that's pretty cool. That's pretty good. But, you know, short term, here's what you got to think, though. You have to get really lucky. I do believe that all these collectibles will go up at some point, and I do believe that it'll go up before OMI moons, because we have like another couple months. Well, at least a month before we get on exchanges, in my opinion. We could get on exchanges in like next week. Like I don't know. But again, I do like to be a little conservative, so I would say, you know, mid to late April, and pretty sure a lot of these collectibles go a lot higher. Now, we did have a perfect storm working against us with, okay, exchange is delayed, MTL is delayed, and you know, like not happening, but a lot of people really, really going and saying, oh, hey, this could be World War III. It's probably not going to be World War III. It's just going to be like a little, you know, as I say that in my military hat, there's probably just going to be a conflict here, and I hope that the negotiations go well and there's no more death. Moving on. But yeah, I would probably do OMI just because it's a little easily more liquid. You don't have to pay an escrow fee if you want to sell. You can definitely cash out. You know, MTL, it might take a while, although they're adding more and more people each week. Who knows when that is? Who knows when people actually get that option? So, yeah. Dagmax says, I just read that. OMI Player 1 says, yeah, same issues, app loading, pull it up on different method, and you can see it. Forget which one I used. Yeah, I did that. Sinful Mouse is non-refundable, wonderful. You're so clever, man. I love that. Ballin says, what up, Randy and company? What up, Ballin? I hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're doing well, fam. RPM87 says, yeah, it should be non-refundable. Yeah, all these moving forward it is. PlanetVampire.com says, I'm considering a Mickey card. Still holding 3 daisies, 2 Plutos, and a Donald. Not even considered selling. Not a chance. People will crave these in their Veve homes. Yes, I believe that 100%. I would, yeah. I mean, this is like perfect artwork. The only thing that, and I'm nitpicking here, is that on the front it has like two different images. Like I'll like for those of you that don't know what I mean, like as it turns, like oh, here's one image, oh, here's another image, and then you have the image on the back. So that does really make me want three of them slanted different ways. One way so you can see one image, one the other way so you can see the other image, and then one on the back. And you could just have them rotating, but I feel like that would be like you can't put it on a wall. I guess you could, but it would take up a little space. Because you want to hear the music and you want to see maybe they would be good on a wall. But just in a wall, maybe in their own room. Hey, here's my Disney card room. Yeah, that'd be cool. That would be cool. I would like that. That'd be legit. I could dig that. Mm-hmm. Where was this? Oh yeah, I would love that on my. I can't wait. Like Pimp My Ride, Pimp My Crib. What was that? What was that? MTV Cribs. I would love that with this. It'll probably be a reality. There's definitely going to be a channel dedicated to Disney Cribs or Veve Cribs. Yeah, I did it again. I can't wait which one has the best one. There'll probably be competitions at some point as well. Who has the best house? I don't know. Sinful Mawal says, I'm bullish, but how much is too bullish? Also got bullish. How much is too bullish? I don't know. I mean, if you can't pay your bills, not like that. I meant like tax bill. I obviously I just paid rent, so everything's good. I've been dieting. I've been doing well. I'm doing good. But if it is getting in the way of other stuff, like oh, I can't eat today because I got like okay, that's a little too bullish. That's a little too much. Or if it's so bullish that you can't see anything negative coming. Like I recognize that, yeah, had a lot of delays. Yeah, a lot of people are frustrated. Yeah, the bots, whatever. Like I recognize that there's issues. I just don't let the issues bother me, and they're not issues that are going to make me rethink my investment. Because like I said, I know where this company's going. Moving on here. Veve Monster, what's going on? Says gas fees are really low right now. Use the OMI manual swap site, and you can probably move all your Go OMI to ERC20 OMI in an hour or two. Okay. I might do that after this then. I will let you know. We need like I just had an amazing idea. I don't know. So Tesla has what's called an auto bidder software where it has an algorithm in it where it can tell, oh, hey, electricity's really high right now. So if you have that software and you have a power pack, like you have solar panels that goes into your home battery for Tesla, it will take that excess electricity you have and sell it back to the grid when the prices are high. And then, because it's like, oh, prices are super high right now, I'll sell this and buy it back as soon as it goes down here. There's auto bidder software for that. And if they could do that for that, maybe there could be a software saying like, hey, gas fees are super high right now, let's not sell anything. But gas fees are super low right over here, so let's buy something now and do some converting now. There has to be a type of software for that. I mean, you could just, take a look at it, but they have that for Tesla and electricity. Should be able to have that for that. Anyway, moving on. Simple Miles says, did you get any Aston Martin? Unfortunately, I did not. At some point, I'm going to try, though. OMI to NFT, maybe. Simple Miles says, Jesus, I'm going to be 27 by the time it's 2024. Shut up! I would love to be 27 if I'm 2024. Actually, Jeremy Pador asked the question the other day, if you had 3 wishes, what would you wish for? And first wish was to wish that I think that everybody's IQ would increase by 20 points in the world. Like the average IQ would go up by 20 points. Secondly, I wish that everyone's compassion for all living beings tripled. And the other one, which will honestly, the second one, if I think about it, you have some empaths that like cry, like, oh my God, it's a cat. Like they would be, oh my God, it'd be nuts. Maybe the average should triple. Anyway, and the last one was that I wish I was 19 again. Why? Because 19 was such a good age. Now, like that year sucked for me. I was working my butt off. It was my first apartment. I did not have a pot to piss in. I was poor AF, but I was hot. God, so good. Sorry. It was a little vain, but how many people would trade? Like, I guarantee you, if you take like a 73-year-old and that's like super rich, and you take like a 19-year-old that has nothing. Now, I don't know what the 19-year-old will say, but that 73-year-old that is rich would gladly give everything he has away so he could be 19 again. Now, I can say that as a guy because I know a girl, maybe, I don't know. But that's something you can't buy back. You can't buy back time. Buy back, I mean, you can essentially buy time saying, oh, I have to do this chore. I have to do laundry. I have to mow my lawn. I have to do this. Yes, you can buy back time by paying someone to do that, but you can't be young again. Like, it is, God, that is so, that time. Would I give everything I have to be 19 again? Maybe not now. Maybe in the future I would. I mean, I'm not old. I'm slightly older. Late 20s, early 30s is the click that I claim. So don't at me. All right. But yeah, 2024 is going to be, I think we get $1 by that time. Yeah. I mean, that'll be the next bull run. It's the next Bitcoin halving. But a lot of people are saying right now, based on the articles that I've been reading, is that we're still in it. Like, we're still, like, it's just had a massive dip, again, partly because of that conflict in Ukraine and Russia, but there's a lot of really bullish news out there talking about it. Ballin says, the DeLorean got confirmed drivability via Alex in the AMA. The Common went from 110 to 190 during the call. People sleeping on it or too many mints? Sorry, I was just hydrating. Yeah, I mean, it had drivability before. We always knew that they were going to give it back. Or at least I was inferring very heavily. So that's why I never sold. This is back down to 110, but stack feels risky. I don't know. I never sold those. I have those in the Ecto ones. Like I said, those I never sold. And I've purged my account a lot so I could, do other things. But yeah, those I have not sold, will not sell. I think those will be able to be driven around the Veveverse. I think the same with Aston Martin. I'm going to try to get them at some point. That's why. Milhams, what's up, buddy? What it is, girl? What's up, Milham? I hope you're doing well. Sam Bonilla, how are you doing? Saying, question, Randy. So that GoChain OMI that you sent to Bit4X, are you switching over to Ethereum OMI, or are you using it to cash out for taxes? What's your plan? Right now, I'm switching it all to Ethereum OMI, and I am going to send it back to my Trust wallet as soon as it's done. I have again, I sent over 18, 19 million or whatever. I have 2.3 million back. Maybe a little bit more than that. So it does take some gas fees. It does take some fees to do. If it does it, really cheaply, great. If not, no. Oh God, it's rough, man. This is why and that is the OMI that I would probably sacrifice a little bit of if I needed to. Again, I will most likely just sell the NFTs, and I'd rather sell those than OMI, but we shall see. Yeah. And if I do need it, I would just take it out of that one Trust wallet. And even if I had to take out that whole thing, I'd still have over 100 million OMI. So, there we go. Sinful Mawa says, what's the cheapest number one? Cheapest number one what? It was his hat, Mr. Krabs. He was number one. Sorry, Smitty Werbernanger, Man Jansen. Just great episode. Sinful Mawa says, nice. Sam Bonilla says, curious because I still have some Go OMI on my Trust. Yeah, I'm just going to convert it to Ethereum OMI, and then I put some back on my Trust already. Pablo Martinez says, you want to trade my secret rare Ride the Lightning board, the expensive one out of the two, take any collectibles you don't want? No, I don't really. I mean, all the ones that I have, I want. I want more. Yeah. I want all of mine. RPM87 says, hey, Randy, I'm going to be buying $150 worth of OMI every 2 weeks for the rest of the year. Get it, Brim. Get it. Go, SpongeBob. Go. Get it. And Akomi Skywalker, thank you for that super chat. Diamond hands. All the way. Sinful Mawile says, Aston Martin is okay, but Tesla Cybertruck in Veveverse is the best. Let's say, what is, all right, 10-cent gaming company, right? All right, 10-cent games. Actually, it's probably on, It's probably on the stock exchange, right? Yeah, Tencent Holdings is currently a $523 billion market cap. And I think it has a very large percentage position in Tesla. And every video game that it produces, it has a Tesla in it. So yeah, the Cybertruck, I cannot wait for that. You don't even know. You don't even know. Yeah. So I want to get to my Patreon member shout out. All right. We are at an hour right now, and let's get this bread. I'm on the front line, don't worry, I'll be fine. The story is just beginning. I say goodbye to my weakness, so long to regret. I'm on the front line, don't worry, I'll be fine. The story is just beginning. I say goodbye to my weakness, so long to the regret. And now I see that. Okay. Everyone, please check out at Hey David Donna, at King Mavs Forever over on the Twitter, Set Off Chart and King Mavs over on the Veve app, ChaviCat5 as well. Kobe Collects and OMI Player 1 over on the YouTube, WraithX.eth domain name. Powers of X number 1 over there, Kobe Collects down here, Kyle Wilson, Wendy Savalas, Puddin' Cheeks, Stevie Las Vegas, Taps Trades, Mars Davis, Legacy Bermuda, Sony Pop Media, The Gale, Charles Merkel, Veve Darklink, and Veve Vibes all on the YouTube. You got at WhatWizardVV and Gary O at 1234CA3 on the Twitter, DerekRed.com/pages/VV-photography, and WoundedWarriorProject.org. All other places y'all want to visit. Be really cool. Sinful Moss says, are you wearing the same hat as Dashy? No, this is actually a hat I got in basic training. I just never... I got 2 hats in basic training. This one I never really wore. Other ones that I would get would just be better fit. This one's a little too tight. Obviously, as you can tell, it does not fit over my head. And Dashy is the one I got on deployment. Aldous Havley with that super chat saying, hashtag not selling. What up, RN fam? Hope you're good. Yeah, I don't want to say never sell, but not selling anytime soon. Like, not unless I absolutely had to. Wow, there's a lot of messages and things on Twitter. I'm just going to ignore these for right now. Jeremy Padower says, who else smiles when they see Chris Daniels in the ring? I love him. I love that man. Maybe not so much Chris Daniels as much as, Jeremy Padower, but, yeah. Moving on here. Brandy Babe says, Millham's a poopy butt today. Sinful Mama says, CEO of the Fishes? The Fish? It is Brock It's so weird how the bread cat is CEO of the Fishes. Cats like to paw at fish. It's so great. Wraithax with the $10 super chat saying, I'm putting profits from Earth 2 into OMI. Hey-o! He's laughing. Says, I love the cyclical way we can grow our platform in crypto. Yeah, it's insane. Something goes up, so I'll take profit. Put in something else, goes up, I'll take profit. We're so lucky. Like, imagine trying to just make money like 40 years ago when there's like no internet and there's not like, oh. Now, I've seen Wolf of Wall Street and I've seen them selling the pink sheets. As long as you're a good seller, probably made a lot of money. But yeah, it's just insane. I mean, stock market back in the day, you probably upsell so many points. Probably ridiculous. Would have loved to have been on Wall Street back in the day. Although, apparently, a lot of people on there had a little bit of a riding the white horse problem, if you know what I mean. Carlos Castrejón says, facts. Travas Grigori says, you got my name right. It's Travis. Just spelled Oh, really? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I've been calling you Travas, like a Spaniard brown person. But it's Travis, but it's spelled okay, all right. Sinful Mawel says, Wraithax is one of the crypto gods, 100%. Aldous Havley says, truth. Gomi Skywalker says, made it to 6 million OMI the other day and making a business deal that could net me a lot more OMI, so I got that bread. Dude, good for you, mate. Happy for you. We got Abdelhamad Sadiq saying, are you worried about these collectibles being diluted when more things come out? Short answer is no. I think some of the collectibles will be like next year's Designer Con. Although there's going to be some people at next year's Designer Con, like, I hope we have maybe not a Series 2 Ghost Bear, but I hope we have another Luke Chu thing. And like people that like Luke Chu, like I do, maybe they would get his new thing that he would make NFTs of. Oh God, hiccups. Maybe people that like the Eve, that one, maybe there's another, the ink stores, maybe that comes out and they get another one there. I think that'd be pretty cool, pretty legit. Hang on one second here. Okay. So I think if like Kripkins, if there's a series too, like I don't know anyone that's like in love with Kripkins, but if they are, I would say that people going harder. If there's a when they do Pokemon, okay, like even if it's Pokemon that I don't like, let's say they start off with bug Pokemon, which not that I don't like, they're cool, like they're chill. Um, but if they came out with like a series 2 of bug Pokemon, I'm gonna get them just because they're Pokemon. Maybe with Mario characters. Well, oh my god, Nintendo. Sorry, moving on here. But yeah, no, I think a lot of the fans will go into their thing a lot harder. So as example, Disney cards, like Disney statues. Disney cards, no. Disney statues, like the golden. They don't really have normal stuff. The only normal statue they have is actually Steamboat Willie. The rest of their stuff is golden moment statues and cards. Yeah, that's really it. So they don't actually have, like, if they had a Goofy statue, let's say it wasn't a golden moment, but it was, whatever, maybe. And 2099 more rare Mighties. That would be rough trying to get Marvel Mighties 2099. Like stuff like that, that's rare. I got all the Marvel Mighties. Like, do I love Eternals? No. Like, yeah, it was a decent movie. I liked it, for some of its faults, which there were a bit, but I really enjoyed it. No, I'm not collecting because I love them. I'm collecting them because I think they'll make me money. I think because they'll be viable in the Veveverse, is my opinion. Sinful Miles. So speaking of E2, oh, you got some speculative EPL. Oh, Rottweilers, good. You got Bojangles. You got Shih Tzu. Oh, Moscato. Oh, Pillsbury. Oh, Pillsbury. I'm just craving food right now. I'm so hungry. Ben and Jerry's, nice. Brownies. Golden Retriever. Marsala. Oh, chicken Marsala. Oh, so good. Omelette. Sorry, anyone ever see that episode of Dexter's Lab? It was like, he tries to program like a French thing in his head, so he has like a French test the next morning, but it gets stuck on a loop called omelette du fromage, which means like cheese omelet, and he just listens to that for like 8 hours on repeat. So he wakes up and that's all he can say, and it's like this really crazy. It's like a scene out of Regular Show where craziness happens. Like he gets these girls on the playground. It's like, Dexter, tell me the language of love. He's like, omelette du fromage. And they're like, oh, and he has like an album come out, and then he's like, oh, what is the answer to blah, 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 blah. He's on like a game show. It's like, omelette, yes, I said omelette du fromage. It's the absolute most ridiculous thing. And whenever I see omelette, I think that omelette it's really stupid. It's really crazy. There are some memes about it though. Anywho, moving on here. Cobbler, Hardee's, and Lizard. Cobbler, like they're like cobbling like shoes, or like peach cobbler, like I don't know. Lizard is good. Hardee's, I'm not sure what that is. What's up, Wendy? How's it going? Wendy saying Randy. And that was, I'm sorry, I'm a little late on the responses here. Just been getting into some of these things. Carlos Castron says season 1 Unicorno set slept on, all low editions. Maybe I'll get that for my girl. I did get a present for the girlfriend. Give that to her on Friday. I'll be seeing her. She can complete her Mermacorno set, season 2, series 2, whatever. She likes all those, dude. She likes a bunch of those, man. Yeah, she's like, they're so cute. I was like, oh yeah, go collect what you want, girl. And that's, if you're having fun and you like them, yeah, fun stuff. Abdelhamad Sadiq says, I mean, they lose value because rarer or more cooler collectibles in the same segment is dropped. Like Mighty Marvel with only 1,000 editions. Doesn't that seem like they're increasing? Doesn't seem like they're increasing the edition amount. I think for some they will. For others, again, this is a collectible company, so no, a lot of these do have to stay collectible. They have to say limited amount. Yeah, which is not. I don't want to say unfortunate. It is a. How would you say? Not unfortunate. It is. Oh, hang on. A way in which we have to learn how to. It's another obstacle in which we have to navigate. And it's like, okay, well, some of these are going to be really they're going to increase, and some of these are going to decrease. And I'm talking about edition size, not even talking about prices. And you have to learn, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Let me work it and lay it down, flip it, and reverse it. Sorry. I mean, again, I think that does help the Marvel Mighties overall because, hey, now only 2,000 people can ever collect all of them because you have 2099, and I assume they took 100 of those. So yeah, I think that you can only get. I think it only get there only 2,000 people out of the 2.2 million. So out of 2.2 million, 10% of people, that's 200,000. 1% of people, that's about 22,000. So 0.1% of people on this app can have all Marvel Mighties because of that secret rare Spidey. Yeah. Wendy Sabala says, hi, Dashy. Oh, thank you for saying hello to Dashy. Dashy loves it. Sinful Mile says, I feel like buying all the characters or all the sets that are way to collect, but you could also buy all the vehicles or all the golden moments. It won't be diluted. That's true. I mean, there's so few people that can try to buy like everything. Like I know, like Claire buys a lot. Orion Crypto Trader buys a lot. Obviously, you have Ray Fixie. Pretty sure Dr. Profit. Mr. Pags is very selective about what he collects as well, because Mr. Pags has a what do you call it? He only collects he's like the low mint master. Yeah. Belmont Sadiq says, thanks for responding, brother. Oh, cheers, of course. Thank you for all that you do to support me. I'm Belmont, give me those super chats. Me home with a $5 super chat saying, Randy, does Dashy cosplay stream? Randy does Dashy cosplay stream. I don't know what else I could put Dashy in. Dashy's already got the necklace and then like a little scarf or band that's above the necklace below the eyes. Hey, I got 69 viewers. Nice. I don't know what else I can put Dashy in. We shall see. I'll let y'all know. Maybe y'all can see Dashy at the show. Radic says, what would you buy with 4,000 gems? Oh, this is a good question. This is a fun one. It's like going shopping, but for someone else. Oh, also, Hello K is building like his own metaverse on like the Unity engine. That's pretty cool. Pretty epic. Hello K is just a genius doing certain things. But let's go here. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry, guys. Tweeting, getting everything out of there. Now that maybe it was because they just brought up the 2099 thing, but yeah, that less than 2,000 people can ever get all of the Marvel Mighty sets. Now, that being said, he has 133 of them on board, so there's more than 5% of them on there. But what I'm really interested in, I know you can't buy an Eddie Riso, but there's how many of them were? Yeah, there's 1,500 people that could ever get that first set. So the Batman, and he's only $12,300. That's lunacy. This is madness. This is Sparta. Let's check out the Todd. Let's see what he's at. And again, I know you can't buy him for $4,000, but he was at $5,000 at one. Was he at 4,900? Either way, he is not loading for me, and I do not like that. So I'm going to go to the brands. I'm going to go to Batman Black and White. All right, first one. Here we go. Todd McFarlane. He is 6,700. Okay, he's gone up a little bit. Let's take a look at the Becky Cloonan. See what she's at. 1,700. All right, not bad. All right, Joey M. Becky Cloonan was super low at one point. Joey Mad's at $1,000. I mean, a Harley Quinn is always pretty. First appearance Joker. Let's see what's. I'll go through DC first. Oh wow, he's $825. That first appearance Joker, that was literally $1,600 at one point. 50% decrease. Harley Quinn's $550. I know she was higher. $4,000. Honestly, you could get an Elsa. Can you get an Elsa and an Iron Man? Let's check the Iron Man. Iron Man you can get for 1,600. And Elsa you can get for 22. Yeah, get Iron Man and Elsa. Those are really good. You could also get an ultra rare Steamboat Willie, which is also very good. But you can definitely get a couple Spider-Man here. What's the ultra rare at? Tell me the ultra rare is like 5K. Tell me the ultra. Let's see where the ultra rare is at. Oh, the ultra rare is not loading. I hate that. All right, we'll go to Marvel here. We'll go to the Spider-Man, and we'll take a look. Not the Ben Reilly, the normal one. Take a look at the ultra rare and see what that's at. 5,300, so you can't get that. You can get a couple of a rare though. Oh wow, he's only 870. It's nuts. What's Ben Reilly at? He's a really good one too. There's not a ton of him. There's a very wow, 5,500. That dude was $18,000 at one point. It's nuts. Black Panther's really good. Storm. There's so much to go for, and like I said, just put up like throw a dart at it. If you get it, it's Marvel, DC, Disney. Those are like the big three, and what I think has the most upside. RPM 87 says, can you take out 100,000 personal loan to pay your taxes and use your capital to put it into OMI? Unfortunately, they don't view like I said, when I had $1 million, I said, hey, I will put this OMI in an escrow account with you guys as collateral, so that can I just get like $100,000? Like, no. I was like, well, okay. So they don't view, like, I can't get a loan. Doesn't matter. Regardless of how much assets I have, which I would consider OMI, I would consider the NFTs an alternative asset. OMI is deflationary technically by nature, but yeah, I would. Yeah, NFTs are I'd say an alternative asset. I would say that you could be able to go and, but again, they don't like Citibank is ridiculous. Chase is even worse, apparently. But I would have to see how much, if I can cut how much interest they'd have to pay. If I delay the taxes, how much I could pay each quarter. I'll let y'all know. Oscar Del Rio says, if you had to choose Veve collectibles or OMI for the next year, what would you choose for the better ROI? Oh, that's a good one. That's short term. If you were to tell me, like, hey, next 3 months, what do you think? I'd probably tell you collectibles. But the next year, like 12 months, it's got to be OMI, man. It's got to be, like, again, by April. My plan right now is to sell the collectibles for taxes, but, you know, I'm selling them for collectibles, not OMI. I'd rather get more OMI, you know, for the year. Super chat from Favor GK says, what do you think a sub 300 mint secret rare comic is worth above the floor price? Well, it depends which one it is. And yeah, it depends which one it is, but let's take let's say it's a $30,000 thing. A $30,000 comic. Or a 30,000 mint comic. Like, let's just go with Tales of Suspense. Jesus, that'd be insane. I don't even know if that exists. 548. Let's just go down the line here. Again, whichever it is. Okay, Ghost Rider. All right. Marvel Ghost Rider. Low to high. Oh, it's number 2. Okay, you got a couple of these. Oh, Mr. Pag's got a couple of these. Oh my God, he went insane. Mr. Pags has 5 of these secret rare: 1171, 1048, 660, 493, and 291. Wow, that's insane. Mr. Pags went hard. And all of these, the cheapest one you can get is number 837 at $5,200. Let's see what the rest of these go for. Let's do I think there's a big one. Spider-Man's big. Well, all right, let's just do Young Avengers, because nobody really likes this one for whatever reason. So it's 3. Wow, it's only 320 for the secret rare. Okay, low to high. 320 for the secret rare. That one's over 10x. All right, let's do a Hulk. It's an Incredible Hulk here. 650 for that secret rare. But the low to high, there's no 3, but even, wow, it's almost 8, it's like 8x. All right, Hit Monkey is a little bit of a lower thing because it is 12,500. I would say 6 to 8x. You know, based on the few that I've seen favor GK, I would say 6 to 8x actually, a sub 300 secret rare comic mint. And that's if it's like a, oh God bless me. And that's if it's an okay comic. You know, if it's one of those crazy comics, oh God, add a 0 onto that maybe. Maybe not that. You know, just add like double, like instead of 6 to 8x, 10 to 20x maybe. I don't know. Again, there's some comic books that you can't get the sub 300s for, they don't exist, or they're not out there, or ridiculous price like $1 million. So it really depends. Aldous Havley says full set of Mighties or 1 million OMI. All the Mighties or 1 million OMI? Well, secret rare right now, we only have one secret rare. Well, we have 2 secret rare Spider-Man. There's one, the Peter Parker one, and then the Miguel O'Hara one, the 2099. And there's only one secret rare Marvel Mighty. Just quickly, that one's not even $2,000. That one's like $1,000. Actually, if that is less than $1,000, I don't have the money, but let's take a look-see. At the Spider-Man 2099. Oh, $1,398. All right, so it's $1,400. None of these are even close to. Like, I guarantee you, this ultra rare. It's 520, so it's 2,000. I mean, all of them. Well, I don't know, because even if I get all of them, that are worth over the $4,000, the $5,000 it would take to get OMI. If you sell them, you get taxed 8.5%, and then you go to cash out, you get taxed another 10%. This is another reason why I'd rather keep the OMI. Yeah, I'd rather keep that OMI. Oh, Netflix is going up to $15 a month. The fudge out of here. All right, and adding new stuff. Okay, you do that. Like, am I gonna just cancel my Netflix subscription? No, I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, I would actually rather Aldous. I'd rather have the 1 million OMI. It's just more liquid. Not as many fees if I go to sell. Now, would I sell all of my Marvel? Would I sell my if somebody said like, hey, Chavez, you know, do an off-app deal. You know, I know you said getting all the Marvel Mighties is actually worth more than like the $4,000 or $5,000 that you need to take for OMI. So if somebody offers me 1 million OMI for my Marvel Mighties right now, yeah, I don't think I could do that. Just because those would be one of the, I would sell the Riso, the Becky Cloonan, the 2 Joey M's. I would sell the Fantastic Four #1 Secret Rare. I would sell, I guess, Deadpool and Storm. I'd sell I would keep the cars. I would keep the stamps. I could always buy back, so I could sell that. So I could keep the cars. I would try to keep the Marvel Mighties, and I would keep the Lokis. Everything else, I probably could just get rid of. Oh, I hate to sell things at losses, though. So I'll let y'all know. Keep y'all posted. Yeah. I got where was I? John Harm says, during the AMA, did they give any updates on localization? I don't believe so. I did not listen to all of it. Double C says, nice, 69. Aldous Havley says, at one Lopez in the house. Hey, Wendy, much love and hugs coming at you. Aldous Havley, you so nice. Ted D says, hey, Randy, what are the chances of OMI becoming a trading pair for the NFT metaverse space? That would be huge. And it will be for ours. Will it be for others? Well, Reese did say at DesignerCon their plan was for OMI to be the way to buy NFTs. And what is some of the land going to be? like the parcels of land, they're probably going to be NFTs. Would make sense. So yeah, I picture that in the future. So I'm so bullish. Wendy says, Aldous, thank you so much. Aw, just crying, happy crying. Wendy says, how have you been? I don't know if that's for Aldous or me. I'm doing okay. I'm just chilling. I am going to the Poconos this weekend. Is today Wednesday already? Oh wow. I've had a couple of good streams the past few days. Like I've had Dr. Phil Kaplan on yesterday, had Sergeant Paul Escadel on today, and actually, I don't know where his book is, but he told me to plug his thing, his nonprofit site, which is fightuntilzero.org, is where he combats human trafficking. Oh God, my body. Ow, my other body. Ah, my other body. Why is my body betraying me? And then he's got a book called Sergeant Paul Escadel, or it's called Feel the Burn. No, it is not a political thing. I think it came. Did it come out before or after Bernie ran? I forget. But that's something that he wrote when he was in boot camp, similar to Air Force basic training, Army at boot camp. Yeah. He asked me to plug that. But yeah, I've been doing pretty good. I've been having some cool people on. I get to have next week. I can't wait. For Monday, I have Fanny Carbonell, who is she was in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. And then I have Dan Shaubel coming on the podcast, and Cavell Anderson and Taps Trades will be on there as well, helping me interview Dan Shaubel about that first part of the interview is all going to be about Veve and OMI. Veve and OMI and like everything that encompasses that. It's going to be heckin' bullish. I cannot wait. And then afterwards, just going to be me and Dan. It's going to be a little heart-to-heart, getting to know him, get to know the man behind the 5 Questions podcast, behind the super secret Discord. And yeah, let's keep it going. Get this bread. Rich Man says, bought another 500,000 OMI. Get it, Rich Man. Go for it. Good for you, mate. Good for you. Barina Karthik says, at Radix, how much for Pluto 105? Oh, he's talking to Radix. Damon says, hey, Randy, we got baseball cap ABUs now, Air Force wide. Nice. Good for you guys. Good for you guys. Actually, when I was interviewing Master Sergeant Justin Bright, who was might be a senior right now, a few months back, it was last year. Ooh, sorry. Had a little twitch there. He said that he would make some changes to was AFI 46-2903. I think that's the regulation for clothing, and he would make some good changes there if he were like Chief Master. Love that man. Such a good guy. Sam Bonilla says, saludos, Wendy. Espero que te encuentres bien. Extraño en las colaboraciones que has hecho con los YouTubers en español. A loose translation of that is, when are you going to have more collabs made with the Spanish YouTubers? And I don't know. I think she does that already. I know that she's part of that in Spaces, where in Spaces she goes and I've been into one of them where they translated for me because I don't really speak Spanish that well or like at all. These ladies at the dry cleaners were making fun of me today because they're like, how you doing? And I was like, oh, tengo hambre, because I'm very hungry. I was like, I don't even know how to say it. I was like, como se dice, like diet, like you want to lose weight. It's like, see, you want to lose like no más gordo, but like entrenamiento, like I'm trying to work out, cada dia, every day. And they're like laughing at like my bad Spanish, like, oh, I'm like, no, you're good. I was like, no, it's so bad. But yeah, Wendy does a lot for the Spanish community. A lot of the articles she translates into Spanish. Me, not so much. I don't really speak it that well, so apologies for that. Richman says, just keep stacking on me. Get it. Wendy says, hola, Sam. Gracias. También extraño mis collabs, pero he estado recuperándome. I don't even know what that means. Not gonna lie. I'm just. They could be writing the most ridiculous. It's not. There's a heart at the end of it. Noah Will says, burns are great, but it means nothing without buybacks. Is Veve still doing buybacks? Those are on pause right now. I don't want to say it's like would you rather us be gaining OMI, like them minting more, or would you rather it going down? I'd much rather it be going down. The buybacks they have done before, something about a security, like if they do it, they can't say anything about it until after it's done. And oh god, hiccups. Can't say anything about it until after it's done. Still doing buybacks. I don't know. Again, originally on their white paper, they said as soon as we get to 40%, we have to top it off. But I don't think that's the plan anymore. They will be doing some buybacks. I don't know when. I don't know where. It was something about having it being like a security with doing that. But again, they have to take it away from their profits. And I don't know how much. We don't know how much they're actually making from the app. Like top grossing, yeah, they're a top grossing app in entertainment. But how much are they actually netting? We don't know. Sam Bonilla says, "Eso es bueno. Escuchar Dios te bendiga." Again, don't know what that means. Anil97 says, "What's your prediction for Veve's time frame of things this year?" Well, I have my prediction on when things will happen, but I don't, or on the order in which they'll happen, but I don't have a prediction on when. Says, when do you think it will be put on other exchanges? Do you think it'll have any big announcements this year? Oh, they'll have tons of huge announcements this year. They kind of already have, but yeah, they'll have tons of big ones. The exchanges do have to come out first, and then after that, we shall see. Yay, I got 50 likes. Thanks, guys. That means the world. But the big things, I just farted. I'm so sorry. The big things right now are exchanges, localization, MTL, OMI to NFT, Veveverse, Pokemon, and web app. They have mentioned the web app, and they have mentioned MTL. So I think currently MTL is first, and I think exchanges are second, and then the web app is third, and then the Pokemon announcement comes after that. Not that we're getting Pokemon NFTs right away, just the Pokemon announcement. And then I think we'll have OMI to NFT, and then I think we'll have the Veveverse, because it wouldn't really make too much sense to get the Veveverse without OMI to NFT, because I do think the land will be NFTs. And then I think we get localization, and then after that, I think we actually get the Pokemon NFTs to us. So will localization happen this year? I don't know, but I do know MTL, exchanges, web app, that'll happen probably before summer. And then OMI to NFT and Veveverse will probably happen later this year. And obviously, like I said, Pokemon announcement. And then localization, I'm hoping later this year. I hope we shall see. I'll keep y'all posted. Anil97 says, and what's your price prediction for a Comey price this year? Do you see it getting to a penny or two? Easily. Again, the only reason we haven't mooned yet is because we don't have exchanges. There's no liquidity, and there's no marketing. They haven't started marketing because they don't need to. They sell everything they make. It's like Tesla. Tesla hasn't done any marketing. Why? Because they don't need to. Why? Because they sell everything that they make. Same with us. So other people, other companies that would put millions of dollars into marketing, that's stupid. Like we don't need to. Why would we do that? Why would we do that when we're already leaders of the space? When we already, no sense marketing with empty shelves, as Jeremy Paddle would say. So because there's no marketing of the Veve app, there's really no marketing of the token. Other companies will try to do that for us, but yeah, I still say several cents. I mean, if we are in this bear market, again, we've decreased by 50%. Actually, even more than that at our bottom at like 0.0030. I think somebody got it for 2.9 something at one point. We shall see. I'll keep y'all posted. Wendy Sabalo says, gracias, Sam. Igualmente tú. Okay, no idea what that means. Aldous Happily says, at Wendy, happy with life and enjoying being with the girls. I'm a lucky guy. Thanks for asking. I hope you're smiling also. Last week I offered to adopt Randy. You're into, feels. Feels. I was already adopted. I would not mind being adopted again. Just my personal take. What Mama says, Randy, I think it's time for a late night run. I ate a lot. I finished today. I did some cardio today, but yeah, this is a recovery day. My muscles are still not recovered from yesterday, where I was doing a bunch. I did a bunch of deadlifts. I did a bunch of other types of deadlifts, Did a lot of back pull stuff and a lot of biceps. Not too much of all. Enough biceps where my biceps and forearms hurt, and my hammies, my poor baby hammies. I don't know. I might run. I might run in the Poconos. I don't know. I'll keep you all posted. Brina Karthik says at Radix will pass. Thanks. Sinful Mawile says, isn't that the same software that crypto miners use, except they mine when electricity fees are low? Maybe it is. For the big ones, yeah, probably. Sinful Mawile says, no, not Aston Martin. Saint Martin, new country today. Oh, okay. I did not know that. Oh man, keep missing a lot of these things on Earth. I'm so busy, so busy. It's a rough time, but I will at some point. I will get I will be on top of the ball again. On top of that. All right, let me go to. Oh, I got a text message. Let me go. All right, hang on. Ooh. Oh. Yeah. So a buddy of mine, Nicole, I'm gonna girl out for a minute. Talking about Gilmore Girls, she said, "Do you ever think about how Richard treated Dean at dinner, like the same way Logan's family treated Rory?" It's like, yeah. But Lorelai, I don't know how to spell Lorelai. I have to go with this. Okay. Eli. Okay. Eli. Hang on. Lorelai. But he had Lorelai PTSD. SD. The Huntsbergers never had that with their kids. So it kind of made us feel sympathetic toward Richard. Sorry, she's a homie. And also he kind of respected him later because he told the truth and asked him to dance. Ha ha ha. You won't know unless you watch Gilmore Girls. Okay, moving on. Travis Gregory says, I'm so confused about how we have a gem squeeze. Is there only so many gems? How does this actually play out? It's not that we only have so many gems, it's that people are willing to sell their stuff for cheaper because they want to sell their gems. Because they made so much money so quickly. They're just like, all right, I don't care. Like if you bought a Todd at like $400 like I did, you don't care that it was at $15,000 at one point. You just say, okay, well listen, I had a Todd that I bought for $400. I can sell this for $9,000 right now, or at this point it was over $1 million OMI at that point. Like 1.5 million OMI. It's like, okay, well, yeah, probably a good idea, to really lock in your 20x gains. As people, and again, some people that did the quick flip that bought, at 10,000 for the Todd, selling at 15,000. Okay, yeah, made 50% on your money. And then it started going down and down, and I was probably like, all right, well, and again, people that sold there, even now, even selling at 5,000, still over the 10x on your money. That's so much. That's so much. It's so good. So I think that's a good point. Have you been watching any good shows? Oh yes, been binging Modern Family. Heckin'. Okay. Love it. Also, what is it? Regular show. It's a cartoon. Okay, it's a cartoon, but it's insane, and I love it. Ha ha ha. How about yourself? Moving on, here. So yeah, that's how it plays out. People sell because they bought down here, and even though it was up here, it's still up here. So they sell, and then they sell their gems, and then it's like, oh, they cash out. That's it. And plus, there's a lot of other good stuff. So people have no issue taking. They don't even have to sell. They have no issue taking profit on something, and then rolling it into something new that comes out. And there's a lot of new things that come out each week. Um, Jeans says absolutely. Marina Kruger says, "Do you have any OMI in the VV wallet?" I do. I had $50,000 worth. No, I don't. I think I still do have 50,000. I don't even know. Do I have $50,000 worth? Let's find out. Vivi. I have $60. I have 60 gems in there. I have barely over $50,000 in the VV app, like in for to stake. So yeah, I have enough to stake, and that's about it. Mm-hmm. You and your sanders. Hi, Randy. What's up, brother? A little off topic, but do you think of if Russia adopts Bitcoin to avoid sanction damage, do you think the governments will wage war on Bitcoin value? No, I think a lot of people, especially in governments and especially in companies that can lobby governments, I think they will. I don't think it'll matter. Bitcoin is too big. It's too global. It's global, and no matter what politicians do, again, you attract more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. The tighter they squeeze, the more that their control slips through their hands. Happens with parenting. It happens with dictators. It happens with Not that I'm calling our politicians dictators, but ours are not. We live in a very free country. Been in other countries where there were dictators. I saw politicians might try to. It'll be unsuccessful though. OMI Player One says, "I have one Cybertruck reserved, a tri-motor. Wow, full self-driving capability. I have two of them reserved, but both of them are dual motors. They're not tri-motors. Tri-motor, you get that. It's like Bakugo, where he's riding on the class president's back, where they're doing that thing, and the class president goes, he goes really fast, and Bakugo's like, and, oh god, that's such a good show. My Hero Academia is so heckin' good. OMI Player One reserved the Cybertruck on July 5th, 2020. I had something similar, and the reason why I know it was similar is because mine was June 30th. Yeah. And the reason why I know that, order is complete. And the reason why I know that is because I got my second Cybertruck, or I reserved it the day before full self-driving went from like $5,000 to $7,000. Or something like that. And now full self-driving is like well over $10,000. I'm sorry. I went back to summer of 2020 and picture of. Anyway, so Tesla. Why I bought it then? Because all right, the vehicle sales per year at some point will be 20 million units. There's about $10,000 for profit each. Figure about $200 billion a year for there. Robotaxi network. By let's say 2030. 15 million will probably be owned by Tesla times $40,000 profit per year is about 600 billion per year. So that's about 800 billion per year for both of them, which is imagine what Elon Musk could do with $800 billion in free cash flow per year. Guarantee you he's thought about it. But $800,000 per year. I'm sorry, $800 billion per year. That Tesla could be a lot of heckin' money, and that's why I went all in on Tesla. I wasn't in Bitcoin at the time. There was no Veve and OMI, or if there was, I didn't know about it. There was no Earth 2 at the time either. A lot of crazy stuff. Ooh, she loves Modern Family. She's becoming Anna. Oh. I saw the first 15 minutes of Inventing Anna, but I haven't gotten into it yet. Binge both seasons of Love at First Sight, which is trash, but it's so addicting. I've seen so many memes of Love at First Sight. I want to watch just for the memes. Moving on. Sam Bonilla says, "Good night, Randy, Wendy, and fam. Man, y'all have a good night's sleep. I will listen to the rest of the stream tomorrow as I work." Cheers, Sam. Tim Fick, what's going on, fam? How you doing? Says, "Do you think VV market will drop further as MTL gets expanded to a wider range of people. It might. I mean, there's a lot of money coming in each day, so who knows? We shall see. RJ's, what do you think of Immutable X? Yeah, I think it's great. I love them. Man, Immutable X. I love their take and their approach. Grave Matic, what's going on? Says, is Goofy worth holding? Yes, 100% yes. Says, after this first edition, first appearance debacle, I don't know if it's worth it anymore. It's still the first time Goofy has appeared. It's still in one of these cards. Yes, I 100% agree that he is definitely worth holding. In my opinion, it's a long-term hodl. Like, I'm not going to say, like, oh, he's not up in a month, I'm going to sell everything and lock in my losses. No, absolutely not. That is ridiculous. Crazy Dan 420 is, hey Randy, I now own 3 physical second edition Todd Batman statues and 30 physical Todd Batman statues, first editions. Holy crap. And a bunch of 3 digits. I think I will sell to those who own the digital Todds. I hope it's a good move because they take up a lot of space with the boxes. That's what I mean. That's what I've been telling y'all. Somebody messaged me before, and like, this is what I mean. Like, people message, they don't message back. Is it this one? Can't go to him without a price. Somebody actually has the number 100 physical Todd, and Jeremy Padower has the number 100 digital Todd. So I'll see if Jeremy Padower has a because I know he has that, so I'll see if he has any interest in this. Jeremy Padower. Okay, so someone I know has the physical 100 Todd. Is that something you'd be interested in? So I will message Jeremy Padower and see what he says. Yeah. Okay. Moving on here. Gabriel Druin says, hey Randy, what's the thought process behind renting collectibles? I mean, right now it's if it wouldn't make sense. The only way it would really make sense now is if you say, like, hey, I want to do a photo shoot with this one. Or I want this one just to complete my set, and then I'll give it back to you. Okay. You get 100 points for the day, and you just rent it. So instead of buying something and then sell, like, I've done this with the polar bear thing, where I've had 3 of the 4 polar bear snow globes. It's like, okay, let me buy one real quick, just to complete the set, get the points, and then sell it. And it cost me like a decent amount to just to do that, because then I had to sell it, and then I had to sell it for lower than the floor, and I had to pay the 2.5% fee on it. Where at that point, I would just much rather pay someone $10, just let me rent it for a minute until I get it. Okay, I'll send it right back. That would make sense for people that want to complete sets, for people that want to take pictures with it, or for people that say, hey, I have like 990. Well, for that you could just buy 2 random things. Say I have 998 collectibles. Let me rent 2 of these things out for $5 each, and or at that point just buy them. I don't know. But really, you're going to get a lot of rentability when there's places in the Veveverse that you can't go unless you have that certain collectible. That's what. Yeah. Where was I here? I said tier 3 OMI staking allows to rent collectibles on Veve. Right. So even if you have a bunch of stuff, if you're only on tier 2, not gonna happen. Like, who would pay to rent a statue, and what would they do? Yeah. So pretty much all what I just said. OMI Player 1 says, how much would you pay for 100,000 loan interest wise? I mean, depends. Like, when do I have to start paying it back right away? What's the interest rate? I mean, if I get $100,000 and like, how long do I have to pay it back? If I have to pay it back in like a year, it's like, no, I'm not doing that. Because then, and if it's 10%, all right, let's say, for example, $100,000, and I had to pay back, let's say 10%. So 1.1, I have to pay back $110,000, and I started paying back as soon as I get it. March 1st or March whatever, I have to pay back, say April 1st, and divided by 12. I have to pay back $9,100 by April 1st. So out of the $100,000 that I get, I have to hope that what I get it for is let's say I have to wait 2 months for Omi to Moon. Okay, so that is times 2. That's $18,300. So $100,000 minus $18,333. I have to only use 81,000 of my dollars because the rest I have to use to pay for the loan. And yeah, if I have to do that, then I have to take that $81,000 and hope that I make more than $30,000 because that's what I have to pay. I have to pay back $110,000. And I don't know if I want to do that. That again, that's in a year. If it's, I would pay it over like 2 or 5 years. Yeah, it's much easier to do. Because that's nothing. Just buy Bitcoin. That'd be easy. A lot easier to do. Heck, I could just go and buy Ethereum, stake it, and then with the stake, I could just, yeah, easy. Where was I? Monarch Entities, Randy, thoughts on today's comic? You'd have to ask Sleep in Comics or Comics with Crypto. I don't really know. I know I didn't get it. We can take a look though, see how it's doing. Let's go to the market. Go to the comics. Okay, no, let's go to the Tales of Suspense over here. And the common is at $9. Well, let me do something here. $9.40 times 0.915. So $8.60. So why are people selling this so they can make $1.60? Makes 0 sense to me, but I digress. Reconnecting. Favorite GKs, what do you think of the sub 300 comic is worth? Thank you for the super chat. I would say 6 to 8x of the floor price. Again, depending on the comic. Some of those sub 300 secret rare comics, they don't exist. Or if they're out there, but they're like $1 million, and no one's gonna pay that. So they could vary depending on which one it is. Aldous Havley, thank you so much for that super chat, saying full set of Mighties or $1 million plus Omi, or I'm sorry, or $1 million plus Omi. I'd rather take the Omi right now. And if somebody says, hey, I'll give you, but if somebody says right now, Chavez, I'll give you $1 million Omi for your, even 1.2 million Omi for your Marvel Mighties right now, I don't think I could do it. I don't think so. I like them. I like them too much. But if I had the choice, it's like, okay, I'll just take the $1 million Omi. Monarch NFTs has picked up a few secret rare Tales of Suspense, number 77. At $250. There's no doubt in my mind it'll reach $1,000. There's not a physical grade 9.9 nor 10. Oh, nice. Good for you, mate. Clint Wilson says super bullish on Omi. 4,500 can get you $1 million Omi right now. When Omi hits 10 cents, you'll make $100,000 way faster than anything on Veve for the same price. Agreed, 100,000%. That's why I'm very bullish on it. Clint Wilson says, and you'll definitely make that a lot faster, in my opinion. Yes, no, agreed. Oh, my body. Monarch says, Captain Carter, aka Peggy, just got her first solo physical comic series. MCU will definitely continue to use her in future installments, 100,000%. Chico Marega says, hi, Randy, can you explain Ascendex 50% Omi? It's so confusing. I didn't even try. I didn't even cover it. I don't know anyone that did cover it because it was so confusing. It did receive a honorary mention, though. Like I said, I haven't tried anything about it. So I wish I could help, man. I'm sorry. Monarch NFT says, given that there's only 9.8s ever graded, I believe this is the comic where the NFT could pass the physical by a lot. The cover is lit. Gave me Avengers Endgame vibes. I hope so. I know a lot of people that have it, and they're going hard on it. Monarch NFT says, I'm glad the new drop system is going to be testing next week. I hope it's not complete crap. Same. A lot of bots were listing today's comic left and right. I see a dozen accounts list more than 6 secret rares each today. What's your thoughts on the new drop systems and bots? I hope it helps with bots. I hope it helps get rid of bots. That's pretty much it. There's nothing I can do. It's just something we got to live with. BJN says, what's the best way to buy OMI right now? Is it Coinbase to Bit4X like it was a few months? Yeah, I think Coinbase to Bit4X. Which version is best to buy? Eventually put into Veve's wallet for MCP. If you have enough, then sure. Like if you have enough OMI to like more than $50,000 worth of OMI to put into the app, which again, right now, I don't think you can. I don't think you can put, yeah, you cannot put OMI into the app right now. I don't believe so. You have to wait for that bridging system. But because if you put layer 1 OMI into the Veve app, it's at layer 2, you might be able to get it back. You just have to put in a ticket and say like, hey, I accidentally sent this OMI into the app, and they could probably get it back to you. But yeah, definitely don't do that. Not right now. But yeah, if you have, let's say, like $100,000 worth of OMI and you need 50,000 staked, okay, and the other 50,000 you could use for land, yeah, not bad. Alice Havley says, that's the route I use, Coinbase to Bit4X and off to a cold wallet. Alice says, oh, and yes, from Bit4X onto Veve wallet as well. Monarch NFTs, I was bummed out seeing Peggy's first appearance secret rare drop from 600 listings to 250. I still picked up the LOL. Will bot walls don't scare me. No doubt Peggy first appearance secret rare is a grail gem. I hope so. Ryan Domani says, Randy, if I send you 1 million OMI I have on the OMI app, would you send me 1 million to my Ascendex account? Would just rather have it liquid. I can't, because again, I'd rather have it liquid also. And even though I would get it on the Veve app, I already have enough on there. And I don't have access to one of my trust wallets. I'd have to go out. Yeah, I can't do that. I'm sorry, man. Monarch NFT says the new EV DeLorean looks pretty rad. Also read there's new Italian designs coming as well. Yeah, it could be legit. NL97 says, if you had to start over right now, would you rather put $2,000 into a Comey at 0.004 or $2,000 into Veve with the current market? Which will have better returns 1 to 4 years, in my opinion? Just OMI. Especially the 1 to 4 years. You know, a short term, if you tell me like the next like 2 months, Veve. If you tell me the next, 1 to 4 years, definitely OMI, in my opinion. JB says, I'd rent out the Aston Martin to drive it around in AR for 30 minutes. Yeah, I would do that too. Like, oh, let me, you know, you don't buy a car without test driving it. You don't buy a house without looking at it first. You don't get married without, never mind. Rudy G says, Chavez just joined. Hope you're doing well, man. Thanks, Rudy. I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. I'm doing my very best. Am I Tobey Maguire? Trying to be better. And the Spider-Man movies. Oh, good times. Monarch Energy says, oh man, Randy, my man, you got to buy the secret rare at 250. It's being slept on like crazy. I have 60 gems in my account. I wish I had it. Monarch says, no doubt Marvel will start pushing Peggy products after the Doctor Strange 2. Peggy's everywhere. I hope so, man. It's a great actress, really strong, great role model. Burton Jerk says, yeah, I'm grabbing another Peggy Carter first appearance comic secret rare. Damn, everyone's grabbing this. This is pump. People are going hardcore on this. I'm going to go and do my one last Patreon member shout out, and then I'm probably going to bounce. So ask all the questions you have right now before I bounce. Okay, where's my Patreon member list? Okay. Patreon member shout out. I've got a way of knowing when something is right. I feel like I must have known you in another life. 'Cause I felt this deep connection when you looked in my eyes. And now I can't wait to see you again. The last time I freaked out, I just kept looking down. A sister stuttered when you asked me what I'm thinking about. Felt I couldn't breathe. You asked what's wrong with me. Sorry, I love Miley Cyrus, and that's just a great song. Everyone, please check out @HateItDown @KingMavsForever, and over on Twitter, Standoff Chart and King Mavs and ChaviCat5 over on the Veve app. Kobe Collects Only Player 1 on YouTube. WraithX.eth is his domain name. Powers of X #1 over here. Kobe Collects down here. Kyle Wilson, Wendy Smiles, Puddin' Cheeks, BB Las Vegas, Taps Trades, Mars Davis, Legacy Bermuda, Sony Pop Media, Bill Gale, Charles Merkel, Veve Darklink, and Veve Vibes, all on the YouTube. @WhatWizardVeve, Gary O @1234 CA3 on the Twitter, DerekBrad.com/page/Veve-photography, and WoundedWarriorProject.org. All places y'all should check out. Where was I? Monarch says tomorrow's She-Hulk first appearance is also lit. Another huge MCU installments. Yeah, dude, I can't wait for She-Hulk. I think Charlie Cox is going to be in that as well. Matt Murdock's Daredevil. Can't wait. Lucky Clover says, upgraded the office setup tonight. Stoked. Love your show, Randy. Keep up the great work. Oh, thank you, Lucky Clover. Thanks a bunch. Chica Marega says, do you think Veve momentum has passed? Looks like the growth have slowed. Oh, give me a second. Do I think Veve momentum has passed? Period. Looks like the growth has been slowing down. Yes, there was negative growth. There was NFTs that were up here that are down here. I would much rather buy down here than up here. So if I was looking to just diversify and just get into NFTs, yes, I would get into the NFTs down here. No, the growth is the same. Growth is actually accelerating with people on it. It's just the amount of money going in has slowed down slightly over the past month. But even still, there's still hundreds of thousands of dollars going in each day. Monarch NFTs, it's a lovely secret rare cover. Yes. Captain Peggy, come on, the ultimate MCU love story. Love them. I don't know if that's the ultimate love story or the ultimate MCU love story. I mean, it worked out. It worked out. Radix says, what would you buy right now at 4,000 is killing me? I answered that before. Becky Cloonan, Joey M. Batman, those are good. You got the Joker and Harley Quinn, both those first appearances are good. First appearance Wonder Woman's good. You got the lenticular cards. You got the Spider-Man, all of them except for the ultra rare Ben Reilly, the ultra rare Peter Parker, and the secret rare Peter Parker. The rest of them you can get. A lot of Marvel. Yeah, that's all really good. Bird the Jerk says, Peggy Carter, Peggy Carter, Peggy Carter. Rating says, you. Monarch Energy says, me like Peggy Carter. Lucky Clover says, is that was that a reference to that? I forget what he was called. The Me Want Honeycomb. You know, that guy? Lucky Clover says, any word on how many users Veve has now? About 2.2 million, give or take. Rating says, all the lenticulars, one big. All lenticulars probably really good. That'd probably be fair. Lucky, yeah, no, 2.2 million, Lucky. Michael L says, Disney partners price prediction in 2.5 years. Or 2 to 5 years? 2 through 5 years? Hundreds of thousands of dollars. Multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars. Monarch NFT says, Cap got frozen and lost her. You gotta watch the rest of the MCU, my friend. Good times. Kind of. Me Holmes says, another reason Veve is taking its time to stay within regulations. Wait, what was another reason Veve was taking its time to stay within regulations? Was that message to me? I don't see it. Maybe. Can't tomorrow. Maybe Friday. Unsure though. All right. That looks like it is about. Monarch says, "Bro, stay behind when time traveling to grow old with her." Well, don't spoil it. Anyway, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you so much for everyone joining me tonight. Thank you for the super chats. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I love you guys. Goodbye. Yeah.